What's up? What's wrong? Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay, just hold on. Just stay here for a sec. I'll be right back. Just hang on, okay? Okay. I got the bags. Yes, the blood bags. It's the hunger setting in. That's why you feel like this. We knew it was coming. The blood you got from me when I turned you could only satiate you for so long. From what you're describing, it's time to start feeding. I know, baby. The thought of drinking blood is... I know. It may have been 20-some years ago, but I still remember doing it for the first time. Your brain and your body are at odds right now. Your mind is relying on your whole life's experience telling it that blood is not something to be consumed. But your body knows what it needs. Try it. I think you'll be surprised at how once it's on your tongue, your brain will get on board a lot faster than you think. Go ahead. Give it a taste. How is it? Oh, oh, okay. You took to that fast. Okay, hold on. I got another one. This should be enough for now. There you go. Oh, no, I got it. Don't worry. Didn't spill a drop. How was it? Yeah, it's not so bad, right? When you turn, your tastes for certain things change somewhat. Not most stuff. You'll still like what food you liked before, for the most part. At least most people do. But you get a taste for new things, too. Blood, namely. The stuff out of bags is, well, it's a lot more muted than if you were to get it straight from the source. It loses something when it comes out of the body and is packaged up. It's not bad, and it does the job just as well, but the taste is different. You'll see what I mean when the time comes to try it on a person. Yes, that time will come eventually when you'll need to. Human food might still taste good, and you might get cravings for a certain meal just like before, but it won't actually satiate you in any way. That all comes from blood now. And until you get farther along in this change, that'll just come from the bags. For everyone's safety. The bags are provided to the clan through donation programs that the department has in place, but like I've told you, there aren't enough people who donate to sustain the entire vampire population. And unempowered blood supplies are always so low, we don't tap into any of that. That would just be wrong. So, in the long term, no vampire can survive purely on bags. Most use a combination of feeding on people and from bags. Some vampires only feed on people, and there are even some who try to supplement it with animal blood, but that really doesn't sustain us very well. You couldn't survive off just that either. We can go over all the rules and shit for feeding on people later. It's a long list, and I don't want you to have to worry about that right this second. Right now, I want to know how you're doing. I'm glad that helped the hunger, but I didn't just mean that. I mean you, as a person. How are you doing? I know it hasn't been long, but is any of it starting to feel more normal yet? Yeah. Yeah, I get that. The rest will come with time. It's a different process for everyone. Some parts of this will settle in more naturally than others, but over time, it'll all get to a point where it feels normal again. A very different normal than the one you had before, but a new normal, all the same. You just have to be patient with yourself. This is a huge change to be reconciling with. Give yourself the time to feel that. There's gonna be parts of this that feel like lines you never thought you'd have to cross. But it'll be okay on the other side of them. Even if it doesn't feel like that right this second. And I'm here. I'll be at your side the whole time. there's something I want you to know. Something I've meant to tell you before, but it never seemed like the right time to talk about it or bring it up. But it's something I want you to know about me, and what this transition looked like for me back then. I told you that William has only ever invoked me against my will once. It's not something he did lightly. Invocation is a serious thing, and William is the kind of maker who takes it seriously. He always has been. "22 years ago, when he turned me, I didn't take it very well. He didn't tell me what it would be like. He just did it. He didn't do it thoughtlessly. He saw someone on the brink of death and he decided to save me. And now, having seen where life took me, I'm grateful. I really am. But I wasn't when I first turned. The world was a different place back then, even just 20 years ago. The blood donation system wasn't really a thing. Not around here, anyway. Your options were feed from people or starve. I didn't want to feed. I thought it was disgusting. The thought of doing that to someone made me sick. I didn't want to hurt people. I didn't want to be some predator lurking in the shadows. I didn't. Nowadays, finding people who don't mind being fed on or even want to be fed on isn't all that hard, but back then, those systems were only just starting to be created. The norm was finding unempowered humans, trancing them, feeding from them, and then using the trance to wipe away their memories of it having happened. And to his credit, William tried to explain how it didn't have to be a bad thing for anyone. You can give people pleasure through the bite. You can do it safely, respectfully, in a way that is a net positive for everyone. But I didn't see it like that. What I saw was an eternity stretched out ahead of me that I didn't ask for. That at that time, I didn't want one where my body didn't feel like it was mine anymore, and where I felt like I wasn't even real. And where the only way I could survive was leeching off of people who didn't even want me, and where every person I'd ever known and loved and cared about thought I was dead. And I could never see them again. So I stopped feeding. As I saw it, I was supposed to die in that accident. And the person who survived it wasn't me anymore. It was just a shell with my name. William started spiraling. He was doing everything he could think of to try to keep me grounded. Show me that I had a future, that I could do good with this eternity. Good for myself. Good for other people. He was bringing me people who wanted to be fed on, who were actively telling me that they liked the feeling and they liked knowing that it helped me and that I could do it to them, that they would like me to do it, and I didn't care. Because there were so many other parts to why I was feeling the way that I was. But William finally invoked me. He forced me to feed, to satiate myself. I hated him for it. I hated that he had that kind of power over me. That in all things, he got to decide everything for me. I couldn't even decide that. It was such a twisted reality to feel like I had more abilities than I'd ever thought possible. I had super speed and strength and senses, and I could control magic, and yet I'd never felt more powerless and disconnected in my entire life. I hope so much that you never have to feel those things. And if you ever do, please tell me. Because I want to help. I've been there. I've been to that dark place and I know what it's like. I'm not going to tell you I know exactly how you feel, because this experience is different for every person who goes through it, but I know how it can feel. I know how it felt for me. And I just hope that you know how much I mean it when I say that it gets better. It gets normal. It will feel okay again. The changes to your body, the changes to your lifestyle, the prospect of forever. It'll be okay. And I'll be there every step of the way. I love you so much. Yeah, of course you can ask me a question. Will I have to answer it? No. The inability to lie to your maker, and in our case, my inability to lie to you, thanks to William, it's not a compulsion to answer. Like, if you ask me, hey, what present did you buy for my birthday? I don't have to answer. I just can't lie if I do. And it goes the same for you. Compelling the other person to answer would take an invocation. As my progeny, you can't invoke me, and because of what I asked William to do, I can't invoke you either. So, while we can't lie, we don't have to answer things asked of each other. Why? What did you want to ask? Oh. No, I don't mind answering. I resented William for a long time. There were times when I hated him. But to answer the question, no. No, I don't hate him anymore. I haven't felt like that in a long time. William's a good man. And all he was ever trying to do was help. There were times when I resented that help. Pushed him away. I said some horrible things to him over the years. Things that weren't fair to him. He became family to me. And I love him like family. I didn't take his name until almost 10 years after I turned. But I wear it with pride now. I'm proud to be a Solaire and to be part of that legacy. And you're part of that too. We're with you. We're here to help, all of us. William, Sam, the rest of the clan. and me, most of all. I'm here. And we'll make it through this, I promise you that. And the future we'll make together will be just as beautiful as you are. Are you tired again? Yeah, I can tell. You drink a lot of blood, and your body's still recovering from a lot. It makes sense. How about you get some sleep? Lovely. We can talk more again when we wake up. Okay. I love you. Sleep well.